welcome to the shed, and today we're going to be refurbishing this M62 Supercharger. Yes, the audio is going to be much worse than usual because of the shed, and it's always too dark in here. So I'm not going to be doing a full refurbishment on the unit. I'm not going to be changing every single bearing, but I do have some spares just in case if they all are quite bad. But I'm going to be replacing, well, some of the seals I have because I do think some of them have gone. And I will be checking how the internals are just to check if the conditions are good. Well, let's get started. We need to first remove this part, and it's an 8mm. And there should be two washers that are in there. Oh, one stuck up, they're both stuck on the thing. The next step for me is I'm going to take out the old oil from here and just tip it all out. And that is not as much oil as should be in there. It should be 110, not like a dribble. So I do have an oil leak somewhere. Now I'm going to remove these bolts all the way around. Oh no. So I do need to go get a tool to remove this so I can pull out the bearing because this bolt does not come out. Same with the other three. So I'll see you in a minute. And I've bought a tool, so let's see if this works. And it's out. So this should just pull off. Okay. And this is out the way. Now they should separate. I don't know how fragile this is. Oh. Okay. That's that part off. You can see there's a bit more oil in here, just in there, but I need to get this section off now, so I'm not sure how to do that. And so inside the unit there's quite a bit of scoring, as you can see here on this side as well. So what I'm going to do about the scoring is I'm going to be wet sanding it with a really high grit sandpaper. It doesn't say what it is, but it feels quite smooth, so it should do the job. So I need to wet sand the interior so I can remove some of the scoring, but I don't want to go too much because it will reduce the efficiency if I cut down too much. So I'm going to be porting the supercharger while I'm doing this, so I'm going to cut it to that shape. It's only 5mm wider than the original, well, V shape, and it should make a bit of a difference with flow, and people say it's about 2 psi of a difference, so I'm just going to do it. And if you remember, if you are going to port it, don't do it so wide because then you can actually lose boost because the rotors aren't actually blocking parts if you go back here and on this side, like all the way over here. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'll show you the finished product. So I've put the top part back on. Focus camera. and I forgot to film it, but I used this anaerobic sealant or whatever it is. I'll put the thing down below what this is called, just on screen. But I used that along here basically to seal all of it up. And to seal the top part on, the top part of the unit, I'm going to be reusing the same sealing paste, which is this. And so I just need to seal the top with the same thing as sealed the bottom part. That should go on, and then that whole thing will be rebuilt. And then I can show you the port I did. And with it all assembled like this now, we need to torque it down. I'm going to be doing it in 3 steps. It's 5 foot-pounds, 12 foot-pounds, and then 18 foot-pounds, 6 Newton meters, 16 Newton meters, then 24 Newton meters. So I'm going to be torquing that down, and when that's all done, that should be prepared. Then I can put the pulley back on top, and then the clutch plate. And I've cleaned it all up. All the grease that was leaking out from the sides, I've wiped it all up, and it's now somehow all over my hand. But this is what happened. That weld. So I ported it out to that wide, which is about 5mm on either side. That's okay. And if you have a look at when the rotor, if I line that rotor up, oh yeah, there's a bit of missing Teflon on that one. If I line that rotor up here, you can see that it's directly in line with the cut, which is what you want. My problem was, when I was removing the side on this side, it cracked under here, and then I took it to a friend to get welded, and then it cracked more because of heat cycling, and then it cracked up here, and there was another crack here, so they just put a big blob of weld across it, and that should hold, hopefully. Everything else is good. This is all properly fitted together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to next fill up with oil, which is very easy, and then install that pulley. Before I fill up this unit with 110mm of oil, I'm going to be painting this thing because I do not want it to leak while I'm painting and not know how much oil is left in there. So I'm going to seal up all the holes, take this front pulley back off, paint everything, and then I'm going to be able to install it, oil it, and put the front pulley, this front pulley, back on. This pulley, if you want to know, is the same pulley that was on here earlier. I went to a machine shop and I got the pulley machined down to 87mm of a diameter from the 94, so it's a bit smaller. I think, can you see that like lip? As you can see with this lip here, that was the original height and now it's much smaller. So this should help it spin a bit faster. Because my main pulley on the MX-5 is much smaller than the ones on the Mercedes, so this supercharger is not going to spin as fast. So this should help add a little bit of power, as well as keeping the clutch quite small and, well, it's still going to be clutched. So I need to seal everything up, seal the holes at the top, seal up the back, and then I can get to painting. And now it's all painted, let's put everything back together, and that's only the pulleys, and put some oil in it. For every supercharger, the amount of oil is going to be different. For mine, it is a Mercedes clutched one, M62, so it's 110ml. So you put 110 into here. The next job is to put the pulley back on, which we have here. I have this machined now down to 87mm because that gives you a higher spin ratio wherever it is, so it should be able to make a bit more boost. And that just pushes on. Now you need to put your C-clip, and it should look something like that. Now we need to reinstall the clutch plate. Get your 3 washers that you have. Okay, it doesn't like focusing. I have 3 in my hand, and drop them into here. Once they're all in there, this just slides straight onto the spine. And that's all done. The last thing we need to do with the supercharger is put that bolt on. and you just tighten it till it's tight. I have put thread locker on there too, so it shouldn't back out, and that is it. And that is a quick video of how to open up a M62 Mercedes Supercharger and then refurbish it a bit, replace the oils and all the other stuff, as well as porting it, which went quite badly. But if you want to see me install this in my Mazda MX-5, there will be a video on it soon, or otherwise it might be up there by the time you're watching it. So if you want, you can watch all of that. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, and if you want some more weird stuff, like and subscribe for more content.